I don't know if you guys heard this. What have you heard about the Kwame Brown drama?
No.
When is this basketball joke gonna run out? You keep hitting me with basketball jokes. I keep hitting you with your real soft ass, punk ass life.
This is another episode of the Backstage Sports Podcast.
Boom, I'm here. I'm JT Harker.
JT Harker is here. I'm here. We also have the great Robert Sput sitting in with us today. Thank you so much for jumping in with us. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Thank y'all for having me back. This is my second time.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you again. I know that you are back out on the road now. You are not at home right now. Where are you at right now?
Well, I'm in Texas now.
You are?
Texas, yeah.
Okay.
I've been traveling on the East Coast. We just came from Florida.
Okay, dope. So you guys had a little run.
Yeah. I was running with a band called COTY.
Yeah.
Probably new. It's a new band actually.
Okay.
Me and Nikki Glaspie, Kat Dyson on guitar, Xavier on keys. I'm like octopus. I'm playing like percussion, drums, and keys. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So that was fun. That was like a 2-week run.
Okay, dope. How did that go?
It was cool. We sold out places, and I mean, like, it was in Florida, pretty much. Like,
yeah.
Florida is like, they bout it. They like, they just music live. They going to see live music if it's coming.
Yeah. That's how kind of our run was kind of similar, where we were in the red states. We did Wisconsin, Wyoming, South Dakota, that stuff, and most of them they was wide open. That's why I ended up getting my 2 shots, because I knew they was gonna be wide open and out there and getting back to live music. But now we in a place now where a lot of the places are opening back up. LA is about to be all the way open. Starting June 15th, they say they opening everything back up. So. Live music is back, which is great for us. The stadiums are back, you know what I mean? So it's looking up. So that's dope.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Okay, so a couple basketball notes to get into. It's playoff time. And this is, I told Sput we gotta have you back when the big games come back. And so the big games are here. The play-in tournament is officially set. It's happening, and I don't think that the NBA. Now I know God smiles on the NBA mainly because they do right by their players, right? But I don't know that they could have predicted that their first year of the play-in games, they would have LeBron James and Steph Curry in the first play-in game. But what was your reaction to that when you saw the matches set?
Oh man. I mean, it's probably would have been. That's the only time we're gonna get to see them in the playoffs play together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so my reaction was, I was excited. I just hate that Clay ain't back yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, that's not really, I mean, kudos for Golden State for getting there, and
making it. Yeah.
For at least making it, but without Clay, I don't think they powerful enough. I don't think they're strong enough. Even with the year Steph is having, I don't think they're powerful enough.
Yeah, so you got them losing in the play-in.
Yeah, I got them losing. Well, I definitely got them losing to the Lakers.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I did too. But you got them.
Yeah, but I mean, even if they, so who are they supposed to get? Memphis between?
Yeah,
Memphis?
so if they fall, then they'll get. If they lose to the Lakers, then they'll fall and they'll get. They'll play the winner of Memphis and San Antonio.
And if they beat either one of them, they got to go hit the Jazz.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah. So no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Steph. He's my favorite, man. Like, but I don't know. That's a tough dog to bark up against. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. So who you got, JT? I mean, you are a Bay Area guy. So we know you rocking with your guy, Steph.
You already know I got the Warriors going, and if they get the Jazz, they're going to beat the Jazz, and we're going to
they're going to beat the Jazz.
We're gonna make history, man.
Hey, he supposed to say that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We're going to make history.
I don't. So you got them doing what in the play-in?
But yeah, I got my dubs. You know, I'm ride or die. I got my dubs.
Do you have them beating the Lakers in the play-in?
Yeah, them beating the Lakers, absolutely destroying the Lakers.
Yeah, he's bugging.
Destroying the Lakers.
Okay, so the question is, and we'll pull up the actual bye bye
LeBron, bye bye playoffs.
Okay, here it is. The question is, when the Warriors lose to the Lakers in the play-in, do you think that they will beat either the Grizz or the Spurs?
When the Lakers lose, will they beat the Grizz or the Spurs?
No. When the Warriors lose to the Lakers.
Oh, you're saying if the Warriors. Yeah, I would take them against the Grizz or the Spurs. I had the Spurs missing the playoffs, and up until the last few weeks, they were out.
Yeah.
I mean, there they are. Yeah, they were in 10, so they would miss in the traditional setup. But yeah, I got them beating the. I mean, they're about as equal a teams, right? But yeah, I'll take them. I'll take them against the Spurs and the Grizzlies for sure.
All right, and so you think that they'll actually have a chance against Utah if they make it?
I think they're gonna if they make it, they beat Utah, and it's one of the it's another Warriors 8 versus 1 upset like we had years back with Baron Davis.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just don't know if the Warriors got enough. Steph Curry really got to be like otherworldly for them.
He's got to be special, and some of these other guys that have stepped up need to have those moments. If they don't, we don't have a shot.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say, first of all, seeing the Lakers, they're not going to get 100% James. They're not going to get 100% Davis.
No.
I think really AD is going to be the factor in this series, in this game.
Yeah.
But AD is going to be the factor. And if they lose, then obviously I feel like they probably can pick it up and pick up the pieces and go ahead and see Utah be whoever they got to get to Utah.
Yeah.
But if that happens, then I am with JT. I think JT is on something. If they beat the Lakers, then they definitely can beat the Suns. I think they can
I don't see them beating the Suns.
I think they can get past the Suns.
Yeah, I think their ceiling is the play-in tournament. Like I see them losing to the Lakers, obviously, and then I think they can definitely beat either the Spurs or the Grizzlies. But I think if they get to the Utah Jazz, I don't think they getting out of that. And that's with Utah. That's with Donovan Mitchell not even being like a sure thing.
Yeah, it could be tough, but like the thing is that, I mean, are we really believers in the Jazz?
No,
you might believe in them over the Jazz and Suns over the Warriors, like generally speaking. But
I'm not a believer.
I'm not sold on them, and to be honest, I'm obviously not sold on the Clippers. I'm not really sold on the Jazz.
Yeah,
I'm not really sold on any of these teams.
Like
you know what I mean? Like, I think the Warriors, with some of their experience, I think they can get it together, and not because I think they're a phenomenal team this year, but I could on it without being the biased Warriors fan and Bay Area guy that I am. I really can like kind of see them beating anybody in the playoffs right now. I couldn't have seen them beating the Lakers if the Lakers were 100%. They were the favorite to win, in my opinion, but they're having problems right now. And if they don't have 100% James and Davis, that's tough.
Speaking of the Clippers and the Nuggets did some stuff that had everybody talking playing Monday morning quarterback. It appered to me that the Clippers and the Nuggets were both actively tanking on those Sunday games. Did y'all see that? Like, what did y'all think about that? Because they both were like, they set everybody when they went from fighting for the 3 seed, like the narrative was the Nuggets are rearing back, they might get the 3 seed. Then all of a sudden it looked like everybody benched everybody and was trying to avoid. It looked like the Lakers were going to get the 6. And so it seemed like the Clippers and Nuggets both were tanking to avoid the Lakers.
I mean, I think that's over. That's overkill. I think that's a reach. I feel like all of the teams are torn dealing. I mean, like they're just nervous about having guys healthy, for the playoffs, and
Yeah.
didn't have nothing to fight for. They already made a seed that was decent enough for both of those teams. They were satisfied with not having to do the play-in, so they just didn't care about those last two games. As far as I'm concerned, those last few games, they just didn't care, and they just wanted to be precautious. I mean, like that makes sense to me. I mean, to say that they're tanking to avoid the Lakers ain't 100%.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely tanked. I think for sure. If you look at the way that the bracket, kind of meshes itself out, I felt like even if you take the Lakers out of it, they were trying to get on the other side of the bracket, because even if you miss going to the other side of the bracket, they miss if they were the 3 seed, then they would have to play the Trailblazers, who are hot right now, which I don't think they wanted to do in the first round. I also don't think that they wanted to play the Lakers in the first round, because gimpy or not, that would have been a way tougher series than you would expect to have in the first round of the playoffs. But so it definitely seemed like they wanted to get to the other side of the bracket to play Dallas, or and to be on the side that the Jazz are on.
I'm not so sure that the Clippers want to see Dallas in the first round, because Dallas almost got them last year. So I mean, like when
Dallas got them a couple times this year.
Yeah, I'm saying, but in the playoffs, Dallas almost upset.
Yeah.
So but I think it was for the Lakers to get seeded up to play either one of those teams. It wasn't for them. I mean, the Lakers wasn't going to be 6. They had to get to number 6 or 5 to play either one of those teams.
Yeah, the Lakers. Well, the Lakers could have been 6 down to the last game. That's what was weird about it, though, because it looked like they were going to be 6, and Denver could have beat them, and Denver did the same thing. Denver just dropped everybody. Everybody was sitting out, and it just seemed like, okay, so y'all really didn't want to play today, because I feel like everybody was jockeying for position, but. They, like you said, you can also claim health and everything like that. So that is a part of it where it's like, okay, I could see them, wanting to just like use a rest game, but it just was funny because everybody was just talking about how they was fighting for the 3 seed.
Right.
So that was the other thing. Okay, so NBA awards are here for the regular season. The awards are going to be given out at some point soon. And it's always interesting to get everybody's take on, where they see people falling. The big ones are Defensive Player of the Year, Coach, 6-man, Rookie of the Year, MVP. Just real quick. So do you guys have a pick for Defensive Player of the Year or a favorite of that? For me, my favorite I would either go with Ben Simmons or I would go with Bam Adebayo, but they was talking about giving Rudy Gobert it again, which I don't understand everybody's obsession with Rudy Gobert and giving him Defensive Player of the Year every year.
Yeah, my Defensive Player of the Year is Andrew Wiggins. Stop sleeping on my boy.
Oh my God.
Wiggins. Defensive Player of the Year. Give it to him. Do the right thing.
No.
Do the right thing.
We're just gonna ignore that. Sput, who's your Defensive Player of the Year?
Do the right
thing. Hey, he rather die, man. I ain't even mad at him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Andrew
Wiggins, like
in fairness, he is a phenomenal defender. He's been incredible this year. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, but not Defensive Player of the Year though.
No,
not Defensive Player of the Year.
Very high level. If we're gonna go with the Warriors, then I would say that Draymond probably should have been in the conversation at least.
Mm-hmm. He's still phenomenal defensively. He's still amazing.
Yeah, but Bam by far, man. Bam was killing.
Yeah, I definitely will not be upset if Bam gets it. I think for me it's a toss up between Bam and Ben Simmons. But I think if I had to bet money on it, I think it would probably be Bam for me. Who's your Coach of the Year? I think I'm gonna go with Tom Thibodeau.
Clearly, Steve Nash. Steve Nash.
What?
Clearly, Steve Nash.
No way.
Oh, dude, first year coach. No, I'm just kidding. Tom Thibodeau for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely Tom.
It's not even a close second. Although you could
Monty Williams. Monty Williams is a close second to me.
Monty Williams is good, but is Monty Williams the coach of is he coaching
the Suns?
I was gonna say is it what's his name that coaches the Jazz?
I,
Former college coach.
No.
I always forget his name.
No.
But he, I mean, that's a phenomenal season. I had the Jazz. I had the Jazz out of the playoffs, and last year they were like a 5th or 6th seed and lost to Denver.
Yeah.
I had them like either on the cusp or out, and number one all year.
But here's the thing: the Jazz on and off paper are one of the most fundamental built teams out there. You know what I mean? Like they all around. I mean, like they picked up Clark. They got Clark.
Some nice pickups, yeah.
Like that backcourt is kind of unfair, you know, even without Donovan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if we can really. I mean, it's just the Utah Jazz. It's the curse of the Jazz.
Yeah, it's just the curse of the Jazz. They somebody put the root on them. They said, "Till you do right by me, you will never."
It's the curse of the Jazz. But you know what? You got to get tip your hats off to Thibodeau with what's going on.
Yeah,
Knicks is back, man.
I mean, who expected that?
Yeah, and I mean, like with a vengeance, like they actually could upset somebody.
Yeah,
they look good. Yeah. The key with them is defensively they're so good, and I mean I'll be honest, I had no idea that why am I forgetting his name
Randall?
right now? Randall. I had no idea he was this good. I knew he was a very good player, but I mean
he wasn't this good.
Yeah, he wasn't. He developed. He wasn't this good.
Mind right now, out of his mind. And RJ Barrett, who I've been high on, and you just see him improving every game. And a nice supporting cast. They're legit, and they just committed defensively, and that's the key.
That's it. The defense.
Yeah, which we knew to expect with Tom Thibodeau. He definitely was going to bring the defense. Speaking of the Jazz, my 6 man of the year is Jordan Clarkson. I don't know if people have been paying attention, but he's been coming off the bench balling for them.
He's having a great year. Yeah. I mean, people were talking about that he should be an all-star this year.
Yeah, I did hear some talk about that.
So phenomenal season. Season.
Did Derrick Rose start? Did he end up starting?
You know what? He didn't. He wasn't a starter
because that was my 6 man.
Yeah, that I think he will probably get some votes, if not be high up there. I think he is a nice 6 man. I actually wanted the Lakers to reach out and grab him because he plays well.
I mean, he been balling this year, man.
He has been.
Yeah, he looks like he never got hurt. He's just an older Derrick Rose. That's how good he looked. Yeah, I'd go with him for my 6 man too.
Yeah, I do like Derrick.
Missing is that lift.
He definitely not getting. He's not gonna get up like he did before the injury.
He finger rolling every open, every fast break. But
for sure,
he balling though. Like he breaking ankles. He's doing, and he's playing the game. Like he playing the game. And that's like one of the biggest reasons New York is looking the way they're looking right now.
Yeah. That was a big pickup for them. Rookie of the year. My rookie of the year is going to be LaMelo Ball. Who's yours?
Yeah, there's not really. I mean, Anthony Edwards and the
Anthony Edwards is like a close second.
Yeah, but Ball has been just unreal.
Yeah,
he's too. He's so good. I had no idea he was that good. I was a little disappointed, obviously with Lonzo, but this kid is the real deal.
Yeah.
Wait, did you really think Lonzo was?
I thought Lonzo. So. This is what I thought. I thought Lonzo was going to be definitely better than he is. Although I do think he's a very good basketball player. But he was drafted high for a reason. Magic believed that he was going to be the future of the franchise. I thought he was going to be.
Which I don't know why he believed that.
Yeah, that makes
it wasn't a good look, but he was very, very good in college. Yeah. But the problem is he's in the wrong era. He's like a Jason Kidd kind of player in a game where you have to be able to score. And look, he's improved his jump shot. I give him love for that. He's just not as good as I thought he was going to be. And then the dad being a pain in the ass and the other brother not panning out, not even being an NBA player. I'm just like, is this kid going to be that good, or is it just going to be a lot of hype? He didn't play college ball. He went overseas. We had no idea what he looked like. He's legit. He's got a lot. And part of it's that he's got a lot more height, but he's a legit scorer.
He's really a better shooter.
He's doing everything. He's doing everything.
A baller, bro. Like he's a baller and he's smart. He got crazy IQ. He's smarter than his brother.
Yeah.
Like, the game he came back. I think the first game he came back. He came back like firing off on the. It's like he wasn't.
Like he didn't, like he never missed.
He like threw a ball the whole distance of the court. Like,
I saw it. Like it was like a bowling ball.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah,
he's crazy. And I mean, first year he's still learning the game. I mean, all rookies have to play catch up because it's a totally different game. Especially he didn't even play D1 basketball. He went and played pro ball in a bullshit pro league. Like it's a whole nother ball game, and he just looks like he belonged right from the get go. And he's only going to get better, obviously. But I'll give props to LeVar Ball on this. He was calling way back when that kid was a freshman in high school that he was going to be by far the best player at all three of them. So good foresight there, Mr. Ball.
MVP. My MVP is gonna be the Joker, Nikola Jokic. To me, it's not even a debate, but I'm hearing people say all types of wild shit like Steph Curry. I heard Chris Paul. I'm like, why y'all throwing all this stuff? Like, what's
I'm gonna tell you, I changed my mind on my pick. My pick is now Steph Curry, and you know who changed my mind? Your boy LeBron James just said that he should be the MVP of the league.
That's his friend. That's why. What'd you say, Sput?
Right. Okay.
I guess I don't understand what the rub is about Steph being the MVP. Like he haven't had the most incredible year out of everybody playing.
Yeah,
Steph's team
probably has had the best year out of the MVP candidates. To be honest,
but wait,
and they're 8th seed.
When they're in the playoffs, they're on the 8th seed.
We not. I don't understand how we're doing this.
The
MVP has never just purely been who had the best individual season. It has never just purely been that. Because if that was the case, Jordan would have won it a billion times. LeBron would have won it a billion times. So it was never. Steph's team is 42.
Steph's team wasn't supposed to be over 500.
Steph's team is 39 and 33, which I'm with you. But his team is still the 8th. When did the MVP ever come from the 8th seed? There's no precedent for this. Like, I don't understand it. We can't just give him, not only that, but we can't just give him the MVP because he's scoring the most. Because that's also wasn't like, then we need to create the best offensive player award.
No, that's not just because he's scoring the most, but look what he did to a team that I mean, like he willed that team to become a threat in the playoffs. I mean, like
I wouldn't call him a threat. He got them to the 8th seed. Which we don't typically award you league MVP for that. Like I'm giving him his credit, but I'm like over the Joker.
Nobody happy to see them boys coming. I'll tell you that.
You talking about the Warriors?
Yeah, nobody is happy to see them.
I don't know.
I think he deserves to be in the conversation. He deserves to probably, honestly, it probably is him and the Joker. That should be the top two, and it's an anomaly of a season.
No, they won't be. He won't be. He will not be second place in votes.
He seems to have a lot of support, though. He seems to have a lot of support.
It's all like social media type stuff, and like, but he won't be because, like I said, there's no as far as the people who actually vote on this and the writers, there's never been a time when there's been an MVP that's come from an 8th seed in a team that's 30, 39, and 33 or whatever their record is. There's just. It's never, but I get it. I get it. It's a weird year. Like it's a year when, there's a play-in tournament and the arguably the best player in the league is in the tournament. And then you have the Utah Jazz, two teams that nobody really believes in are 1 and 2. They've won the most game. It's a weird year. There was COVID stuff. So I understand the whole thing of people reaching, to the point of even going to Chris Paul. Chris Paul should be the MVP. I'm like, Chris Paul's not even the best player on his own team. So I understand it's a weird year, but
wait, you can't just do that to the man.
What?
You can't just do that to my boy. Like
I like Chris.
It's not the point. The point is not that team wouldn't be this far if he wasn't on that team.
I agree with that. But most important player and league MVP are also two different things.
Okay, so what is it? What is the league MVP?
So the league MVP is historically, the league MVP has been who's playing the best on a team that's performing the best, and who has typically been at the top of their conference. So it's usually come from the top of the East or the top of the West, seeds 1, 2, 3. maybe even 4 in some years. But even
true.
that is how it's been. That's how they voted. Now I don't say that I personally don't agree with it, because I personally think that that standard has caused too many league MVP awards to miss the players who should have gotten it, like Kobe, like Jordan, like LeBron. They should all have way more league MVPs. But I think because of that standard, they don't have it. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying
the most valuable player is what it should be. Who is the most valuable player in the game today playing, and how valuable are they to the success of their team? And I mean, like, if a team wasn't supposed to even be the 10 seed and they're making the playoffs and have a chance to actually get past the first round, I mean, like, and their player who's Stephon Curry, I mean, I don't know. I just really feel like that the player that has the hottest hand should get a look at it. You know what I mean? Like,
but typically they've overlooked it. The year that Giannis won it, you know, LeBron should have gotten it, but Giannis won it because his team was number one. You know, his team had the most wins in the league, and that's why he won it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I'm definitely not mad at the Joker, but again, to be honest, like, if the Joker doesn't get it, I kind of think Steph this season has to be. I don't think there's even another like guy you can consider, and part of it's because guys that were having great seasons
got injured. It's a weird year.
Were hurt. Yeah, but not that would diminish the season he's having, but there would be more great players having great seasons on better teams. So this season, I kind of think he there's not even a close second to me. Dame Lillard's had a great year, but Steph has been historically amazing this year.
I mean Westbrook too, though. I mean, like, it's a shame that he can't even sneak in the conversation. But
that's why. That's what I mean. Like, theoretically, he should. You know, he would, because of his performance, you would be like, okay, he should be in a conversation. But because there's, you know, Westbrook is another one who is on a team that's an 8th seed. So that's why I don't think the voters. I'm going off of what the voters have, you know, have done. So. Let's get out of here on this. It's just we were just talking about this real quick before JT hops off. It was the Kwame Brown story. I don't know if you guys heard this, but have you heard about the Kwame Brown drama?
No.
Okay, so basically, in short order, Jeannie Buss went on the All the Smoke podcast, and she was talking about Kwame Brown. Or it wasn't really about Kwame Brown, but it was about some moves that the Lakers had made in the past. And Kwame Brown's name came up. And it's really not even a big like dig or anything like that, but just for a point of reference, this is basically what she said.
Did you guys thank Jerry? Because wasn't Jerry over in Memphis and gave you guys power?
Well, we traded Marc Gasol.
Yeah, that's what people,
right?
oh, you got him for nothing, not realizing that what you guys gave him was Marc Gasol.
And Kwame Brown. And so,
Marc Gasol.
And, you played with Mark?
No. That was a one-man trade. You just used the name. That name was just there.
So now we get Powell. We go on this run, and we end up in the NBA final.
That was it, guys. I mean, it really wasn't a lot. He basically said that was a one-man trade. He said that was a one-man trade, and then Matt made a little comment or a little laugh gesture, and then Kwame hopped on social media and started going at everybody. He was just like, he was going at Stephen A. He was going at Matt Barnes, and he was taking shots at him. Here's one of the videos where he was kind of going off.
You running your mouth talking about somebody like me? Boy, you need to stop, boy. I done told you. You done stepped in that goddamn quicksand, boy. I don't gotta lie and make up shit. The only joke you got, boy, when is this basketball joke gonna run out? You keep hitting me with basketball jokes. I keep hitting you with your real soft ass, punk ass life. Now, which one didn't like you, boy? Your granddaddy that was black or your granddaddy that was white?
Who was he talking about, Matt?
He was talking about Matt. He was going at Stephen A. He was going at Stacks. He went at everybody.
For what?
That's my point. Like, dude, you have literally been the butt of a lot of NBA jokes since you played. So at this point, you're taking all of these personal shots at everybody. For what? Like because he made a slight joke about the trade being a lopsided trade or whatever, and then they didn't take a personal jab at you. That was my thing. Like I didn't think it was warranted.
Lie.
They didn't lie. There was no lie. Like all they said was it was a lot. That was a one-man trade. They basically just got Marc Gasol. And I feel like for you to be going at everybody like this, dude, especially it's to me the personal stuff is out of bounds. He talking about Matt Barnes and his drama with Derek Fisher, dude. That was over the mother of his kids, bro. Like you going too hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially because they're coming at you off on a basketball tip.
Also, he's got to be careful because Matt Barnes wants all the smoke.
Yeah, he wants all the smoke, bro.
All the smoke.
All the smoke.
And he don't want stacks either.
Yeah, oh yeah, he don't want that either.
Nah.
He definitely don't want that drama. Sput, thanks so much for joining us today. Do us a favor and tell the people where they can follow and support everything that you got coming up.
Man, look, I have a band called Ghost Note.
Yeah, we love Ghost Note.
On Instagram, we're called Ghost Note Official, Ghost Note _official. And we put up a calendar, and we're gonna go and play from June to July. We're gonna be doing the Blue Note, and that's dope in New York. We're gonna do 2 days of the Blue Note on the 22nd, on June 22nd and the 23rd. And we out here. We just I just started talks, seeing about a new Zildjian Live, a new Big First.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if we can make that happen for the next year. But everything looking up. We got a couple of records coming out, so I'm just out here trying to just get ready for everything to come back.
Yeah. Y'all jumping in full force, which that's gonna be dope to see. Definitely love Ghost Note and everything you're doing. And this new group, what's the new group called?
It's called Kamani.
Kamani.
Yeah, I mean that just happened, but during the pandemic, me, Xavier, my keyboard player, and Mono Neon started a band called Zapteeg.
Yeah,
and we got a record coming out as well. So
yeah, that's dope.
A trio record. So
yeah, definitely shout out to Mono Neon, Berkeley fan. But I love all of the stuff that I've been seeing online. It's been dope. Obviously, we know Ghost Note is dope, so we're looking for some stuff for that. JT, you got a record coming out.
New song coming out in 12 days, Country Summer on Stepside Records. Excited about that, and got a few follow-ups after that we're really excited about. And calendars filling up with shows all over Southern California. Opening for Hardy. We just booked that for Dustin Lynch's festival out in Vegas for
yes,
I think it's June 5th, coming up quick.
Yeah.
And a bunch of great artists on that bill. So things are happening, man. Really excited.
Things are happening. The world is opening up. He's at JT Harker. I'm at Joe Connor 33 on everything. We are at Backstage Sports on pretty much everything. I will look out for me. I'm gonna be in Vegas this weekend for the Rock and Run event. With Otherwise, we're gonna be performing with some friends. It's gonna be super fun. If you're in Vegas or in the area, come out, say what's up. Check the show out. It's gonna be some really dope talent that rocks with us this weekend. So that's gonna be awesome. And make sure that you go to the YouTube, like and subscribe, and give us a follow on whatever platform that you get your podcast from. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. This has been another episode of the Backstage Sports Podcast. Until next time, be safe and be great. Peace.